And hello, everybody. This is a 7 card reading, and I'm doing it on the question: is YouTube still worthwhile for small creators? I know for a lot of us out there on YouTube, things have been going badly. And I've heard complaints from small creators, I've heard complaints from large creators, and I've felt these changes myself. That a lot of people are saying that since they messed with the algorithm, since they changed the algorithm, since they essentially put AI in charge of running the platform, that things have been bad for a lot of creators, big and small alike. So, my question here in this 7 card reading is YouTube still worthwhile for the small creator? Is YouTube something we should continue to focus on, or should we just move on to something else? So, the first card here, the Hierophant. Hierophant stands for traditional authority, and definitely YouTube was the traditional authority just a few years ago. And then the Ace of Swords. Now, swords is an interesting suit. It can stand for thought. I also apply it in the field of technology. You know, the ether, the airwaves, the electronic gizmos and gadgets. I tend to see that as being reflected in the suit of swords, too. So, with the Ace of Swords, we see a new beginning in the area of electronic wizardry, electronic gadgetry. And I think that is referring to where YouTube changed their algorithm and put things in more so in the hands of the AI. Now, down here, these 3 cards, these represent what we need to know about the issue right now. And the first card here is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, I think, suggesting that, things have changed. Things will continue to change. Try to keep up with the changes. But this old cycle, I think, has just about played itself out. And we are brought now here to a conclusion. And this is represented by the Nine of Wands. A new energy is coming into the mix. Maybe people are becoming aware. Maybe people in charge at YouTube are becoming aware that too much has been left in the hands of the algorithm. Maybe we need to kind of change things around for the sake of flesh and blood human beings. Wands can represent the human spirit, the human soul, human creativity. And I'm guessing that this has been suffering under the algorithmic changes that we've seen over the last 30 days, 60 days. I forget how long it's been. But maybe things might now be shifting back in the favor of the human spirit. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles representing motion, juggling, things being juggled yet again. That's the interpretation I'm giving to the Two of Pentacles card in the context of this question. That yes, it's time for things to be shaken up again, to be moved along. Maybe it's time for changes to be occurring once more at YouTube, changes that might be more in favor of the small creators and the human spirit. And then these next 2 cards. These represent the future energy and future outcome. And this is where I see hope. Because here in the future energy position, we got the Two of Wands. Two of Wands can stand for networking on a small scale. So this can represent small creators. Small creators standing firm, plugging away, and then the Ace of Wands. A brand new energy, a brand new beginning, uh, different from the Ace of Swords. So, a brand new beginning. Again, I'm thinking this could apply to changes happening at YouTube or soon to be happening at YouTube. in which they will admit that the algorithm sucks. They made a few mistakes. They need to make some changes, and maybe it's time to put flesh and blood human spirit back into the mix. So, if you are a small creator on YouTube, like I am, I know over the last 60 days, I have noticed my views on YouTube dropping. And some videos, I ask myself the question, why do I even bother? And I have been working on a backup plan, namely dusting off my old Rumble channels and getting more active on Rumble. Used to be I was more active on YouTube, and I just posted stuff on Rumble as an afterthought. Now lately, I've been posting more on Rumble and regarding YouTube as an afterthought. But it looks like things at YouTube might be changing. So if you do have a backup plan, I would say continue pursuing that, but don't give up entirely on YouTube. Not yet. I'm seeing some interesting changes coming back into the system, changes that might once again favor the small creators and the new channels just wanting to get started out. So, yeah, continue working your backup plan. If you've got accounts over on Odyssey or Rumble or one of the other video platforms, go ahead and continue using those channels, because it's always good to have a backup plan in case you get censored from YouTube or something happens. But don't give up entirely on YouTube, because I'm seeing here that things are still in flux, and things might go from being fluxed up to totally unfluxed, to kind of put it mildly. But yeah, things could be changing, so let's keep ahead of the changes and don't give up quite yet on the old YouTube. So I hope you found this reading valuable and found some value in it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And also, if you would like to book your personal tarot reading on the subject of your choice by phone, my wife and I do tarot readings. We've been doing them professionally for 15 years, and we are building up our own private network. And I do them in English. My wife does them in Spanish. If you'd like to check us out, go to our main website at ralphstarot.com, and you'll find information on how to book a reading, and it'll kind of walk you through that process. So, again, thank you for dropping by. This is Ralph signing out. Catch you in future updates. Take care.